Bum bum. Ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. I just realized. Back. Gosh, I want this outfit IRL. I love these. These are great. So, we don't have infinite time. We have a deadline. Let's get our retainer management out of the way. Means finding where our retainers live here. We're there. Alright. I also need to make my life less miserable. During debugging, Cassie logged into one of my old alts on a Crystal server, and it hadn't been logged in before, and she immediately got overwhelmed by all the buttons because they weren't where I have them. Anura! I hear Anura.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, dang, the retainer's all the way over there. Okay.
I'm a little frazzled still because we just got everything fixed and through an initial phase of stress testing. And we stress tested it. Ooh. I'm sorry, what Honey Pie. Yay, my new favorite customer. This is almost going to double my income. Or not income, my assets. Woohoo! I knew I was making the right choice by selling it. The thing is, I think you can buy it in the market for less than that. I have a scam brewing in my brain. Hello, Battlecraft supplier. So for 47,000. And what are you selling for on the market board? It's not literally what I just did, but I think it's close enough that I should be able. So 47. None on the market board presently. Let's see. Well, they're selling for 89 with some high demand. You could buy them for 47 and sell them for 89. They are all HQ, so I guess it's a stats thing. But if you aren't in for stats, if you're just in for glams, you can buy. You just come here and buy it for like. Well, the one I just sold on the market board, I put up there for an absurd price because there was nothing listed. And It sold at 790,000. An item that I can buy from this guy for 47,000. That's the free market, baby. It's not even capitalism, because there isn't, like, an exploitative labor relation. I'm just, like, buying low, selling dear. And someone was like, yeah, I'm not going to bother spending... I'd rather spend 790,000 to buy this off of the market board instead of, you know, spending a 2,000 gil to teleport over to Tuliolal and then 47,000. Yay. I'm just feeling so good now. That did wonders. But yeah. My computer problems for the last several months have all been my fault, it turns out. I was overzealous in the application of thermal paste when I built my laptop. And to quote my girlfriend, I flooded the sink. And so we actually ended up not needing the part that we put in emergency order for and had Ms. Hannah, lovely Ms. Hannah. Thank you, Ms. Hannah, for all of your wonderful work. She drove across the city in a rush to pick that up for me for far less than she deserves, because you can't pay what people deserve because you don't have that sort of money. But she did that, and she got here, and like right before she got here, Cassie's like, you know what? I think we should be able to just stress test this now that I've cleaned off a bunch of this extra thermal paste. It should be fine, and it has been fine. Basically, my CPU was not just dumping heat into my fan, it was dumping heat into my graphics processor and my memory and everything. And now, my world is much, much smoother. Yay.
Yay.
And I want this top so much. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. The thing I hate the most about the contemporary capitalist society is that if I showed up to work wearing something like this, people would be looking at me weird. Like, everyone is wearing the most boring button-up white shirt with a black coat, and I have a suit coat. I have a red suit coat, and people still kind of look at me weird for wearing a red suit coat, and I'm like, colors exist. We don't all have to be identical drones. Goodness gracious. Wear what you want to wear. Wear what brings you joy. And I could... Because I bet I could get someone in my local community to make me something like this, and I could wear it to work, and work would be like, well, that's not professional. Like... death to professionalism. Death to everything. Not you, my puff of darkness. Pet pet. Gosh, it's so pretty. This place is so pretty. Anywho. I hear a hawk. I don't hear a halabali. Where should I meet a hawk?
I'm in a cutscene right now.
In a cutscene?
It's for a side quest.
Side quests?
I am continuing the works of a miner.
Oh, that's right. That's there are things that exist. I haven't been in a side questy mood. I haven't been in much of any mood. Recent events took a lot out of me. And then the reaction from my electeds has been decidedly less than I would appreciate from them. I have the auto run that Cassie was like, why is there auto run? Because sometimes you just want to point and run across the market.
Okay, I'm done with that for now. Wait, let me just actually pick this up real quick.
Pick it up, drop it down, take it off to Pound Town. What?
Okay, there, I unlocked the deliveries, but I'll worry about that another time.
Woohoo! Deliveries. Whence?
Ah, there you are.
Running around. Kind of stress testing my body, TBH. My laptop. Oh, sightseeing log. Yes, please. One of these days, I'm just gonna do a sightseeing stream and just... Like, that's on my list of things to do when we're finally caught up, is to just have a week where I have a sightseeing stream. And just... The entire Saturday stream is going around finding all the places in the sightseeing logs. And going, wow, game pretty. Like, look at this. Wow. Game pretty. I like that they built a dock out there, outside past the reefs for the ships, because it's like, yeah, the ships can't cross the reefs, so they can dock there and then bring things into the other dock. See? It's such a bad solution. That is not a protected harbor. They changed the short form of that.
Nope, doesn't look like that loops.
They really should make it loop. Yay! I'm a little bit sad though, because last night I was streaming RimWorld and I hadn't saved when the system crashed, which was our big cue into, oh, there's something more going on than what we thought, than just hair clogging something. And It crashed when Cassie was about to give birth. No. So now we'll never know what sort of child my girlfriend was going to give birth to in a video game.
So funny, my dog is.
Huh?
He's doing everything to annoy me.
Annoyance. Annoyance.
But yeah, I better check up on him.
Good luck. Quick, let's hide before Ura gets back. Find a place where she can't find us. Or a clue. I don't want to give the clue away. Okay. Now we're nice and hidden. With no clues. Nothing to let Ura know our position. Mwahahaha.
It's like it's sewer on the map, right?
There's no clue to my position. Nothing. Ah, you're wearing shorts. Wise. Ah.
Oh.
I'm gonna put some emotes in my control panel. Things like...
We have a control panel?
Yeah, we have a command panel. It's more button spaces. I don't want the gulp. I want to sip.
Just kind of add the controller hot power and like set that up.
And then... And my wah! Which isn't a wah anymore, but it's a wah in my heart. And then tome scroll. And jump. Yay. See, this one loops. I can just sit here and enjoy a cup while we wait for Halabali.
Okay, where's that control panel button?
I don't remember where I put it. Wait. You can't tome scroll while sitting. Such a pity. Well, I have games on my phone.
Ah, here it is.
Oh, hello. There's already a place. Hello, place. The Bayside Bevy. Wait, there's water here. There's water here. No.
Really?
No. No. I can't float on the water. You can't get to the water that's deep enough to float in. This is transphobic to me specifically.
I see.
Squinix, I demand this be fixed in patch 7.5. I need to be able to just float on the water under the dock here. Otherwise, can I go in the water by my house at least? This is concerning. Okay, over here I'll be able to go splish splash. But splish splash isn't float. I cannot go even splish splash down under the bridge. We can have a romantic rendezvous under the bridge. Something I thought was deeply romantic as a teenager, and then as an adult I went and did it once, and I'm like, oh, this is where all the trash ends up. I don't want to be getting heavy-handed down where the trash ends up. That's... Oh, thank you.
Can you do not right now? Hey, sorry about that.
No worries. We can go all the way down this, but we can't actually, like, go in the water. That is... I am annoyed. I am deeply saddened by my inability to float in the water here. Yes, I'd like to go to my cabin. Oh, I can't even have friends in my cabin. That's so sad.
My inventory's so full. I better check and see if there's anything I need to.
Because you aren't compulsively selling everything you own on the market board?
Evidently, no. I should probably do that though.
Some hookah. I got you set. Okropacha, I still have work to do.
Okay, let's see. What can I...
Haven't explored Yoctel any. I have... Okay, we have explored this place. And Worker Zormor. We've been in Worker Zormor. Okay. I've seen these maps. I know these maps.
Let's see if someone will buy this for 1,000.
How long do we want to wait for Halamali? Because you have to leave at a rough time.
Alright, sorry I'm late.
Okay, we don't have to we don't have to wait for Halamali. Ooh.
Let me just finish selling these stuff on the market.
Sell all of your personal possessions. Hoard up gold. Destroy yourself for the sake of profit. Right? That's what Mark said, right?
That was about emptying my inventory.
That's very Kondo. Liberate yourself from material desire.
Where does
Thermals
Stylus crystal come
are
from?
peaked at 63. 63 peak on thermals right now, Cassie. Oh my god. It is so good, and I was gonna make a joke about, you know, abandon material desires and embrace like sexual desires, but then I like realized it would be kind of rude to do that about a stranger. So I'll do that about a friend. Okay.
Competence.
Haha.
I'm not using it. Let's sell the crafts. The goal is to make space.
Space. Yes, space is important. Especially personal space. That's very good for the game and the stream running, yes.
I
Yep.
have all these food items I'm never gonna use.
I was just saying earlier that I think I might be able to stream EU5 now. And that EU5 can run Speed 5 without problems. Hi, Malakek. I'm doing great. I'm invading Ura's personal space while she's doing market board stuff. Alabalia, you could have joined us. Perfect. No notes. I do have a top tier girlfriend. Certainly among the most amazing 500 million or so. Hey, there's like 500 billion people in the world. I don't know how all the girlfriends are. But amongst the girlfriends whom I have had, you are in the top. I mean, you haven't abandoned me, so yeah, you are number one. Yay. I am meanies. You've been dating me this long, you haven't figured out I'm meanies? Oh no, C-pose, Halabali, you're blocking Ura entirely.
I know, man.
Yeah, so that's what you were doing.
I want to get a screenshot, and Halabali's in C-posed away just like right away. There we go. Perfect. Haha. Friends. Halabali's name is red because Halabali is a DPS in my party. Ura's name is blue because Ura is a tank in my party. I have no name because I know my name, so I don't need to see it all the time. If I had a healer in my party, they'd be green. She'd be green. Bup, 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 ba-da. Gonna walk here. And then stand in Ura. And then... That's not quite how I want it to be. There we go.
Yeah.
Rotate. I am dizzy now.
Here.
Halabali. You weren't here earlier. So do you remember how a couple weeks ago I took one of the normal quest rewards that you get that you could buy from one of the shopkeepers for like 50,000 gil?
Yep.
I put it on the market board and it sold for 790,000.
That's pretty good.
It makes me wonder if it was done for glam reasons, and if it is done for glam reasons, I can just buy a few more and throw them up there and make money. Mwahaha! Evil scammer. We're just waiting on Ura to finish selling all of their supplies. Yay! Ura is done selling supplies. Ura is a dreamboat.
Yeah, this really does look good on me, doesn't it?
It does. You know what else would look good on you? The completion of the feat of ice.
Yeah, we should probably take care of that, huh? Oh, whoops. Oh, guess I'm paying for my own.
Well, skill issue. Everyone's here. What's up, Kryl? I thought the villagers would be in hiding. Hafano's confidence in us must have reassured them. Yay. One moment. I'm not 100% after my sickness, so I'm still spewing snot randomly. So on my tissue box is sideways. Gosh darn it. Ah! Help! I've dropped a lot of things and my hands are covered in snot.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. Flu sucks, and it sucks even after it's done. This flu was... Hi, do I need to go to the ER? Bad. Like... It was not good. Not good. Before we do anything else, we should talk to I cannot take the gut giants seriously with their names. That's so rude of me.
To the temple, then.
Yay!
That won't be necessary, heroes of the hour.
Hi, Gerfler.
Valigarmanda is no more. Yours is a victory worthy of song.
Yay.
We had plans for a second feat to be conducted here in town. But the recklessness of your fellow claimant has rendered them pointless.
A second feat?
The feat of ice. You are to fortify Valigarmanda's prison. How shall we proceed, High Luminary?
What more would
Wait,
we test,
what you got there?
Sumurmur? They have defeated the Sky Ruin and saved the gods know how many lives. If they are not worthy heirs to Kulul Jaja, then no one is. Now that our last claimant has arrived, we can proceed with the formalities. For the skill and bravery the three of you have shown, I award you each a second keystone.
I really hate the giants' voices in these cutscenes. They're so... Yes, we all sound exactly the same, just like this. It's like, come on.
That makes 5. Only 2 left to collect.
Woo! Only 2 more.
You're going through these pretty fast, all things
Except that
considered.
one of those 5
Yeah.
is in Bakul Jaja's thieving hands. He will answer for that. And for losing Valigarmanda.
You have brought lasting tranquility to our home and earned the gratitude of every Yokui. May glory and prosperity continue to bless Tuliolol as we enter this new age.
Grr. Bad brother.
Was never much of a talker, our brother. If you're up for it, you should visit the capital. I'd like everyone to get to know you and your people better.
I'll consider it if it's one of you two who claims the throne.
Then you need only await a missive from Sunperch. I'll be sending out invitations.
Go on, you smug bastard. We're gonna beat your ass and reduce you to Prince Consort.
Today is a day for unusual visitors. skill. Woklamat, was it not?
Hey, it's the people who are like, we don't recognize your rule. Rah, sovereign citizens movement.
I doubted you could slay Valikarmanda, but the quiet skies proclaim your triumph. Had the betrayal been suffered to roam free, it would have terrorized us all. Once again, we find ourselves in your debt.
You owe us nothing. We fought because we wanted to.
Yet a debt has been incurred. All the same, it will haunt me if I do not repay it.
I wouldn't even know what to ask for.
Ask him to bend the knee, like everyone else.
Perhaps he can tell us about the dreams of the Golden City.
Oh, good idea. That was on my list of questions I wanted to ask.
Plamat, your head is empty. You have no list.
Golden dreams. Yes, we have records of our forebears and their visions from the time before the Shaktural expedition.
What did your forebears see?
So true.
A heavenly land, suffused with a golden glow. Its people lived as gods, never aging, never dying, free from hardship and conflict.
Well, that sounds nice.
Every building was a palace, and in their midst reigned a silent goddess. A statue so tall, even my kin would need lift their gaze to behold its visage.
A statue of a goddess. That's new.
Aye, and compared to the abstract imagery we'd previously heard, this was a detailed description.
The dreamers were consumed by their visions, compelled to seek out the paradise they'd been shown. They journeyed to Shaktural, where they died in droves.
Oh. The gods don't want
Those
to
who
be
go in
bothered.
search of the Golden City do not return. The tales Book Evu shared may have been rooted in historical fact.
Perhaps. Who can know the truth of it? Once our ancestors left the forest, there were no more dreams, no dreamers.
The forest? What do you mean?
From the very first, the visions were set to visit only those who worked the quarries in Yaktel.
Ooh.
But after they were ravaged by disease and saw fewer newborns, they were forced to abandon that territory.
There's a hint there.
Once our people's withdrawal to Urkopacha was complete, we never again dreamed of the Golden City.
So only Yokhui in that one specific area experienced the visions. Fascinating.
Well, we're headed to Yaktel next. Maybe we'll find out more when we get there.
Yeah. Let's go to Yaktel.
Thank you for sharing your stories with us.
I do not gratitude. I merely repaid a debt. Farewell, Wook Lamat. I do not think our paths will cross again.
Weirdo has white girl ass.
What was that? I did not hear that.
I said that weirdo has white girl ass.
Oh.
Vlad is aboard. I don't think Vorpalor and his brethren will have a sudden change of heart about Tuliolal. Well, that doesn't mean they'll never change at all. Today is proof of that. And I don't have flight here because I haven't done the other stuff yet. Halabali was like, you should do that last night, but I was like, not Halabali, Cassie was like, you should do that last night, but I was like, I don't wanna. Propose the course of action, Aaronville. I think it's time we return to Tuliolal. After scaling Tural's tallest mountain and battling a legendary beast to the death, even dauntless heroes like you can probably use a rest. In any case, there are preparations to be made before we can visit the next destination in the saga. And respite would be most welcome. I believe I hear the forward cabins calling our names. Oh, this is where we were supposed to stop last week. Whoop whoop.
Well.
Well. Halabali, that is horrifying.
Oh.
Skirt long enough to not upskirt everyone. To the furred cabins.
No. I wanted to see your outfit.
Well, rest well, everyone. We can meet back here later on. I have a small errand to run in the city, so I'll leave you to recover. You'll be heading to the palace, Woklamat? Woklamat, do you hear me? Lost in your world, it seems. Well, no matter. I'll be back soon enough. An attendant is standing by to unlock your cabin. Enjoy your stay. Woklamat. Best way I know. Well, okay. I'm sure there will be no consequences to abandoning the Crown Princess on her own in the lobby of the hotel.
Hopefully not. And probably not.
We all go into our room. Everyone, into the hotel room. It's a really nice hotel room. Who do I hope for? I hope for Alice. It's Woklamat. Hi.
You have a moment?
Sure.
There's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh?
So,
This had best not be a love confession. You do not want me as your consort. I will be a tyrant.
It's just to stop stuffy in here, that's what. We should go outside. Aye, a nice walk in the fresh air. That's what we need.
Okay. There's not even a wall. There's a whole wall not present. How are you going to be stuffy here? Well, Lamont? Sorry to drag you away from your nice, comfortable cabin, but I could feel the walls closing in. I know, I'll take you to one of my favorite places. That should help me get my thoughts in order. We'll go to the resplendent quarter and make our way up from there. Okay.
She's very nervous about something, or she's claustrophobic.
Alright, I can't just teleport. I need to go to the aetherite crystal.
Oh, that would have been a lot quicker, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure it's fine. The third promise does not get scared of tight and closed spaces. Just like she doesn't get seasick.
I thought she admitted to the seasick.
Hey, Wook. Or excuse me, Lamont. Wook is like the family name. Lamont. Peshua, what are you doing up and about? Is your back feeling better? It's much healed now, but so don't make a fuss. Besides, I can't be lounging in bed all day when you're out fighting your hardest to win the throne. You're the claimant with the greatest love for peace. I love this nation of ours. Lending you my support is the least I can do. When I see you smile like that, how can I not be encouraged? Wow, Mountain Dew is so gross. No, Mountain Dew. Orange Pellegrino. Oh, there's plenty more who believe in your cause. I can recruit a whole battalion of smiling faces if you think it'll help. Yours alone's more than enough. Thank you, Peshua. And thank you, Third Promise. I'll pray for your success in the contest. All those smiling faces. Oh, sorry, Gobo, I'm getting distracted. It's just that with the progress we made in the contest, even these everyday encounters feel that much more special. Do you think we can take our time, maybe wander around a little first, then head to the spot I was thinking of? Lamont. Well, Lamont, what are you up to? Look, Lamont, but we're both girls.
This is much better. I used to come here all the time when I was little. Would look out over the whole city, and whatever worries I had would seem so small. Do you remember what I said at the top of Orkor Zormor? That I would fight to preserve Papa's peaceful Tural? Well, I've been thinking a lot since then. About what peace really means. If it's just the absence of war. And it brought to mind all the best parts of our journey so far.
Oh.
I realized nothing gives me greater joy than the happiness of others.
Yay! You've hit the baseline of being
Life
a human.
has its ups and downs.
Ah.
The company of family and friends and the music of their laughter is what makes it worth living. And as silly as it might sound, I've come to believe that those smiling faces are the best measure of peace.
That's the sort of... So... you... Ideals are nice in theory. How are you gonna do it?
I understand that making everyone happy isn't practical or even possible.
Don't quit. Don't quit at
That
the
doesn't mean we
gate.
shouldn't try.
Good. Don't quit at the gate. Just build a path to get there.
So, this is my plan.
When I become Dawn Servant, I'll build on Papa's peace. Our people will live together in harmony.
That's a statement. That's a mission statement, not a plan.
It's just like Kryl said. By taking the time to hear their concerns, understand their feelings, and consider how best to serve, with each passing day, I'll be that much closer to becoming the leader I want to be. It's hard for me to say how much I've changed since the contest began. But there's one thing I can say with confidence. I wouldn't have come this far without you as allies.
Aw.
If it wasn't for you all listening and feeling and thinking along with me, I would have never learned so much, and in so short a time.
She said the thing.
There are 2 keystones left. After everything that's happened, and imagining what could happen, are you still willing to walk this path with me?
Are you gonna keep on paying me?
Thank the gods for that. Well, I've nothing else to get off my chest. I need to head to the palace, but I'll see you back at the cabins.
Really? That's it? All this for that? Yeah, like, I'm assuming that Wooklamot's pocket is where all the money I get at the end of every mission is coming from. Now that we don't have the scions anymore.
You sound record.
Because my wife is off with that bastard Hancock. Grr. Need to file for a divorce. Anyone else would be fine, but Hancock? Ugh. The East Aldernard Training Company? Ugh. They're on the monetarist side. It's okay, I can just ask the Sultana. She'll annul. I have not been asked to call her Lamati yet, so I'm not going to. That would be unprofessional. I'm not her family. I'm her hired bodyguard. / fixer. Hi, Alfie. You look to be in good spirits. I assume your leisure time was well spent? I was glad to snatch some quality sleep myself. After all, it'll soon be back on the road for us. Achievement unlocked. sure the others will be along shortly. I hope everyone's rested well. Okay, we've got Alice, Kryl, Wuklamot, and Erinville. And now that we've refreshed ourselves somewhat, let's consider all claimants as they currently stand. Zuralja and Koana have completed every feat thus far and hold 5 keystones apiece. Wuklamot would be equal with them but for Bakul Jaja's thievery, which was left us 1 short. Conniving braggart didn't so much as lift a finger for the feat of proof, and wreaked havoc for the feat of ice. He can't have more than 3 keystones at most. He may think he can simply steal what he needs to win, but he's sorely mistaken. I'll be taking back what is mine, this I swear. I fear that reclaiming your keystone may not be enough, that is, if Bakul Jaja's unleashing of Valagarmonda is any indication. Using his lead, I anticipate he'll move to obtain the remaining keystones before disrupting his rival's attempts. We may all find ourselves being forced to take from one another. Can't say I'd be comfortable with that. Neither will I surrender my claim to a throne so easily. If it's for the sake of preserving the happiness of my people, I'll do what I must. Yay! Good girl. She's learning. The last 2 keystones we require those of the Lay of Repast and the Lay of the Brotherhood. The former depicts the cessation of hostilities between the Mamulja and the Zibral in the forests of Yaktel, specifically near a village called Ikbrax. That's where I was born, if you recall. I haven't been back there since Papa took me in when I was a baby. Where the Lay of Brotherhood takes place, however, is unclear. In the saga, it said that a foreign explorer came seeking an audience with the Dawn Servant. But little more than that. Eorzea has a similar tale. The explorer Ketenram befriended a 2-headed king known as the Autarch before commencing his travels across Tural. He journeyed here several times afterwards, but was ultimately lost at sea. At least that's the commonly held belief. Your 2-headed king certainly sounds like Papa. So this Ketenram fellow must have come to Tuliolal. But if he indeed arrived 80 years ago, the capital may not have been built yet, vestiges of Yakhoi architecture notwithstanding. Well, you said Autarch, didn't you? Then Ketenram must have met this Dawn Servant in Mamuk. Mamuk? Is that a city? One of the grandest in Tural, once upon a time. The seat of the Mamulja's homeland. It too lies in Yaktel, not far from Ikbrax. Then all things considered, Yaktel seems the obvious choice for our next destination. From here, the safest method of travel is by dirigible. We should make for the landing when our preparations are complete. We're riding in one of Koana's balloons? They can't be any worse than ships, can they? They're much worse than ships. They're like ships, but when you look over the side, there's thousands of feet to crash into the ground. This does raise a question: what outfit should I take on the airship? What? I'm in a mood to be shiny. And also not have horns. Well, that's where it lands. Okay. I should have taken the Aethernet shard. Greetings, dirigible attendant. The next flight to Dawntrail will be leaving shortly. Passengers are asked to keep hands, legs, and luggage inside the dirigible at all times. On the dirigible. Are we sure that thing will stay in the air? All the way to Dawntrail? Nope. There's no guarantees of everything. Let's get on board. Are you ready? Bags packed and a goodbye said? There's no going back when we lift off. Not that I'm nervous or anything, I'm just making sure you're not nervous. Of course, the third promise does not get airsick. Oh, am I kidding? My knees won't stop shaking. Will you hold my hand? Just until I've settled my nerves? Sure. Okay, of course. You're the nicest person I've ever met. I'll try not to crush your hand. There she is, third promise. Wait a moment. It's Moblu. Hi. Moblu and Tobli, of course. I'll wait as long as you need. Sorry to delay you, but we were able to discover the origins of Krau's earring. Is that so? Said before, it gained popularity in Dawntrail as a protective ward for travelers, correct? That's right. We tracked down the elderly merchant to whom first sales are attributed. According to him, the design imitates an accessory worn by a foreign mage he met at a market some 20 years ago. Little did he know that charming taste of salt would prove to be a commercial triumph. A foreign mage wearing this earring could only be grandfather. Did the merchant happen to mention which market? One in Dawntrail, to where it seems you're already bound. What luck. I'll seek my next clue when we arrive. Is it mere coincidence that brought my grandfather there, or yet another discovery to look forward to? Yay. Thank you both for coming all this way. Anything for the third promise. Good luck with the rest of the ride. Thanks, I won't let you down. I just got to board this dirigible and I'm good as there. Last call for passengers to Dawntrail. Get on board. See, a nice thing about this outfit is it hides my inferior belly button, so no one knows that I'm less good than Wuklamant. I really hope she wins. Dawntrail will test her mettle without a doubt. The next Dawn servant must be willing to bear the full weight of the nation's history, no matter how heavy it may be. Oh, Tobli, you know some shit.
The fierce Shepral hunters who laid claim to this land call it the Azure Forest, Dawntrail. Battered by meteors in ancient times and colored mesmerizing shades of blue and green by nature, it is easy to understand why the place is so named. It is here, where the Shepral and Mamulja once battled for dominance, that the right of succession would reach its climax.
This really does feel very fast, you're right. We haven't even gone to the northern continent.
I guess, like, even after the trials, we still gotta find the Gold City.
That's true.
Are you all right?
I've never been good with heights.
The vegetation is far denser than in Cosmauca.
I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
A cenote?
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater. Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the earth, it became susceptible to erosion. Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble. So, don't take a tumble.
It was one time.
And it will not be a second. The third promise does
Is
not
the
make
Shabral
tumbles.
community depicted in the Lay of Repast close by?
Aye. We need but follow the path a short way west.
Right. I can't stand here with my knees knocking forever. Let's get going.
We have to talk to Arianville first. With thicker vegetation comes reduced visibility. I advise you keep someone in sight at all times. Okay. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with riding Magitech through the woods. When the
Not
ground
at
is
all.
fragile and full of cenotes.
Oh, actually, I got a better idea. There. Now I can just float.
Oh, that's really good. Hi, Necrosis. I helped, technically. Good. Everyone's accounted for. Ichabrox is up ahead. Let's be on our way. Oh, I guess that's Ichabrox. Yes, I imagine it is on account of the Aetherite. Yeah, we'll talk to you in a moment. We're gonna go Aetherite first. That way, if I take a tumble, I can teleport back. I really like this place. This place is neat. Ooh. The cenote. Erenville was not exaggerating about the cenotes. It would be a grueling ordeal to climb out of one. Thankfully, we made it here without incident. Let's not dally any longer. Bye, Halabali! Halabali is stuck.
I want to personally say him.
Ready to head
Unless you
in?
told me not to.
Oh, Alice had a comment. Well, it's gone now. Our first task should be finding the Elector. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly upon us. The third promise and her retinue, I presume. You presume right. I seek the Dawn Servant's Elector. Then come and join us in the Garden of the Stars. At the village center. Everyone is waiting for you. Everyone? And who might that be? It's but one way to find out. Let's follow him. Probably her entire extended family on account of this is her birth village. I don't know, if my niece got adopted as the heir, I'd be like, sure, let's go meet her. Everyone. Oh, we have the other claimants. Everyone.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
Surreal Jaw, I look forward to plucking out those eyes and shoving them down your throat. You jerk.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with Ligarmanda in the first place.
Oh, you will suffer for that.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, let us begin.
What is this, a cooking show or something? It's like all the long cooking tables.
My name is Hunmuruk. As a Brash Rash, I have the honor of serving as a lector on behalf of my people.
Ooh, neat.
As all 4 claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise, if you would please join us.
Or quiz show. Maybe they're all up there and they're going to be given quizzes about the nation's history. Hey! Hey, gay boys.
Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner. Teams will be decided by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
Ho ho ho.
That's interesting. That means they're going to limit the
Well forbid
keystones.
Wuklamat is paired with Bakul Jaja. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
After we get the keystone.
Claimants, please present your colors.
Red.
Blue.
On
It's
separate
my
teams,
party
then.
now.
And the rest?
Red. Which means...
Together again, as fate would have it.
Victory's as good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Not the one-head.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shibruk Pibil.
It is a cooking competition, okay.
Shibruk Pibble.
Pibble. Shibruk Pibil.
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
So it might seem
Yes.
there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say?
Banquet's on the incest
Indeed.
train.
If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along? But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future. The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques. Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster.
Oh.
Let the feat of repast begin.
Oh, there's no recipe given. We just have to wing it?
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before. Delight, I wonder.
I mean, I guess we could always ask around and see what.
I wonder if it's gonna be like the Pelu and just be like, no, we're not allowed to tell you anything. Here's a wink wink nudge nudge clue. You don't have a recipe for it either. Halabali, how can one of the greatest chefs in all the continents not have a recipe?
I guess I could gather some fire crystals unless we need actual fire.
How fortunate it is this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Bakul Jaja's attempts to delay us. Serves him right. I hope he gets what he... That's what he gets for endangering my people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's plenty strong and obviously has a mind for strategy, twisted though it may be. I'll never understand him. Foreshadowing is a literary device. If it's not clear, that call, I'll never understand him. That's foreshadowing. That is the game smacking down to say that something at the root of Bakul Jaja is the same as something at the root of Wuklamat. And we're going to get to discover that. I read a lot. Putting aside our
You should read more.
Book recommendation for this week: if you want to suffer, hashtag suffer parentheses positive, you should read Jean Thornton's A/S/L, a lovely story about 3 teenagers who failed to make a video game in the 90s, who meet up again in New York City as broken middle-aged transsexuals. It made me cry a lot. Our team possesses a distinct advantage. Of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed. Precisely. You mean we have an advantage in numbers, yes? Our competition has a team of 6. The 2 claimants, Cyrilja and Pakuljaja's lackeys. Whereas we are a team of 9. That's 3 more people we can mobilize. With the task suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble the necessary ingredients. Too easy. Aw, pat pat. Well, we mustn't be overconfident lest we make a careless mistake that could easily be avoided. Our first order of business should be determining the recipe for Sibuk. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of the feat, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Shibral people. Let us gather here when we've seen what clues this village has to offer. Food.
It is lunchtime.
It is lunchtime. You can buy it for the company house. Ooh. Well, if we like it, we'll get some for the company house, which we should also have someone go walk in the door of so we don't lose. Oh, there you go. Spices! Ooh, can I recognize them? Can I recognize them? Let's see. Looks like we have some cattails, some cinnamon, some spicy red peppers, some cumin seeds, and some garlic root. Spices. That one's called achiote. We mostly use it to add a bit of color to our most popular cuisine, but its medicinal benefits are significant as well. Oh, like turmeric. Turns whatever you put it in bright yellow and is very good for you. I love turmeric. I don't suppose there's any inside. Nope, there's no inside. Good.
Oh.
Vista. But also, I'm looking around for hints on where to go.
I guess we'll just have to search on foot.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks promising.
Fastidious fellow. Hello, fastidious fellow. What are you up to? The recipe for Sibuk Pupil? Wish I could tell you, my friend. A dish so delicious is meant to be shared. We're forbidden from divulging anything. Orders from Hunmul Rook himself. Your mentioning it has given me a fierce craving. I only hope there's still a brook to be had in the market. Wink. Well, we need a chote and a brook. Hi there. We ought to cut our losses and head to Amuk. This feat's nothing but a fool's errand. You're the fool. If you think you won't tan our hides for leather if we dare to return without enough keystones. Besides, we've taken from the house cat before. How difficult could a second time be? What are you looking at, salt liquor? Mind your own business. I'm looking at my future source of salt. I see a banana peel.
What fun this is. What did he do?
Ah! I slipped and fell on my butt.
Oh, it appears I've got a John Nacho. I mean, Jatika banana peel. I could barely see it for all the steam issued from my underground oven. There's nothing like enjoying a tasty banana while you use the leaves in your cooking.
Yay! Well, it seems like we take a brook, we season it with achiote, and we bury it, light it on fire, and put a banana peel on top. It's a very shiny banana, yeah. We have to get the shiniest bananas. They can't just be ordinary bananas, they have to be shiny. Ooh. Neat place. Wow. And I see why we bury it. We bury it because it rains. A resplendent banana. A self-refulgent. I'm sorry, I'm back. I'm sorry, I'm back. What did we discover about Shibruk Bibil? True to your prediction, the villagers were forbidden from educating us directly. However, we were still preparing as one might a staple dish, and observation of their techniques yielded clues enough. A lady blending local herbs and spices was too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, while neither confirming nor denying any relationship to Shibruk Bibil. One in particular she attributed to all common Chibral dishes. Achiote, she called it. I see. Then if Shibruk Bibil is indeed a dish as ubiquitous as Alphino claims, we've confirmed our first ingredient. Meanwhile, I did observe a cook bearing bundles wrapped in the leaf of a najul, or banana. It would seem the use of subterranean ovens is commonplace. I saw the same. I think we all know what's inside those bundles then, don't you? A brook. A brook, without a doubt. As would be expected of a dish called Shibruk Bibil, indeed. To summarize, the dish is one of Ibruk, flavored with a combination of spices that includes achiote, steamed underground within najul or banana leaves. Given our assumptions are correct, we must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients. As a staple cuisine, its ingredients should be close at hand, which is why Thancred and I scouted the surrounding forests while you were exploring the village. Between local vegetation and wild Ibruk, we should have everything we need. Leave it to the master gleaner. There's at least one rock in the bundles. With that, we should divvy up our tasks. With gather ingredients, others make ready the kitchen. I can help prepare the kitchen. Permit me to assist as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood, and I have experience in this gathering. I, too, should be glad to volunteer mine aid. Then the rest of us will gather ingredients. I can make quick work of the spices and herbs myself. I'm happy to lend someone a suitable Ibruk, if they perform the requisite deed. Alice? As for the Najul leaves, I believe I'm capable of acquiring that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find Najul in these parts. They only grow in the Jatika heartland, forests beneath these. Such excursion may be time-consuming. Perhaps we ought to try bartering first. Defeat encourages our communication with locals, after all. Lamati, Gobo, if you'd accompany me in my errand. No better way to whet my appetite. Good, let's be about our tasks then. Would it be untoward of me if I suggested the potentiality of being sandwiched betwixt two flavors of kitty?
Wait, what?
Come on, let's go get those Najul leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat. It's like twins. With fur. Let's see if there are Najul leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cook Urianje mentioned might be persuaded to spare us a few. Whee! Hello, gentlemen. Hurrah! Greetings, cook. Cook, give me banana if you know what's good for you. Oh, hello again. Do you need something? Give me banana if you know what's good for you. Najul leaves for purposes other than Shibruk Pabil, naturally. Unfortunately, I just used up my last. You'll have to travel to the lower forests for more. Gol Majik Grove is the source of the finest Najul leaves you'll find. Wild variants you sometimes see in city markets can't compare. See, I'd hoped to avoid such a lengthy venture, but if there's no other way to obtain our ingredient, to the Jatika heartland we go. Allow me to save you the trip. Unmuruk. Traveling there requires you go through the Tilinbeck Traverse, but it's caved in due to recent storm, I expect. Oh, that means I can't get on Najul leaves. Ah, but we can, can't we? If there were no other way of procuring them, you would have suspended the feat or altered its objective. Perhaps. Anyway, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in. It's very kind of you. Any last-minute advice you'd be willing to share? Only to undertake the feat of repast with an empty stomach. You may find Sibruk Pabil to be a delicious but daunting dish to finish. I can't wait. I could use a daunting dish to finish. Still, if there are no leaves here, we can't travel for more. How are we supposed to gather them? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Tuliolal. So perhaps there's something about Chibuk Prabil that we've yet to learn, something of significance other than its recipe or ingredients. I see. Like, who was the first to make it? It's history, that sort of thing. If it's Yaktel's history you're interested in, you should start with the Old War. Between Shibral and the Mulja, yes? These forests have borne witness to centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of that bloodshed is to know Sibruk Pabil. What does Steam de Brook have to do with bloodshed? Precisely the question we must answer. Vexing though such a detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this feat. In that case, you may wish to visit the site of the settlement ruined by war, the village of Ilianosh, a short distance east. East we go!
You think it might be like it's starting out as like a war bastion or something?
Possibly. Well, okay. There's a brook up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the bananas are down there, right?
Yep.
So, it needs ingredients from the territories of both sides. It might be a peace dish? That's my guess. Which I'm confident in. This game has not been very hiding about what's going on. Although, it is so very... yeah, this is... I keep thinking it's further along in the game because I'm level 96, but it isn't like a level 96 quest yet, is it?
94.
94? How the hell are we almost done with this shit at level 94?
Unless something really bad happens.
We're gonna have a split like we had in Endwalker at like level 96, aren't we? Where something bad's gonna happen.
Oh, is something chasing me?
Is it
Oh,
necrosis?
hey, something's chasing me.
Is it necrosis?
Don't think so.
Because necrosis was chasing me. Village of Ilianash must be further east. Let's continue with haste. For all we know, our competitors may be on our heels.
I was wondering, do you think it was like a dish before the war?
I don't know. If it were, it was probably not made with banana leaves. Which would give us an alternative that we can use. And would have troubling implications. If the test is undoing that, that might have troubling implications. It's like, I don't know, Bakul Jaja, the Mumulja sent him, right? He's being a jerk. Is that like, are the Mumulja trying to like exploit this to like a supremacist end? Don't like that. Killer Piranha, get back in water.
Just so I heard someone mentioning like they have to be able to carry the burden of history, good or bad.
Mm-hmm. You're roboting a lot.
I've no. Yeah, people have been telling me that lately. I think my cord might be dying out.
So this is the village of Ilianosh, or what's left of it. It was a place of light and life. My great-grandmother called it home, in fact. Wookievoo. Wookievoo, I didn't know you were in Yaktel. I was picking up lumber from Ikbrax when I heard the third promise was on her way to the site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service, and so followed you here. Wookievoo is a shipwright who came to our aid during the Feast of Reeds. A pleasure. You're a member of the Third Promise's retinue, I presume? For the moment, I suppose I am. My name is Koana. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Koana, that's a good name. A familiar name. Where have I heard? Koana! Second promise of Tuliolal? Oh, to think I addressed the Dawn Servant's own son as a common retainer. Such disrespect cannot be excused. Please, take up your gun and... Oh, come on, not this again. I take no offense. Please do not dwell on it. Oh, alright then, I shan't dwell on it. And right on cue. At least he's consistent. Understand you wish to learn about the Shibrik Bill. While I'm forbidden by the Shibrak to divulge information regarding its preparation, I'd be happy to share what I know of Yaktail's history. We'd appreciate that. In its most basic sense, the conflict between the Shibral and Momolja was one of land. The Momolja live in the lower forest, where the thick canopy obscures the sun, and the soil's unforgiving to crops. This drove them to covet the upper forest, home of the Shibral, and they launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. But the advantage ever favors the higher ground, and the Shibral forces held the upper hand against invaders, rebuffing them time and again. But as the state of the village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about? Something you knew all too well. Blessed siblings. You must understand, the Momulja were once a people as much at war with themselves as they were with others. The Hobingo, Bonewa, and Dopo each sought to assert dominance over the others, even as they engaged Chibral in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage infighting, Hobingo and Bonewa leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could have imagined. It was long believed the partners of different clans could not have children together. But then it happened. A child arrived who shared the blood of Hobingo and Bonewa both, a two-headed Mamulja. Blessed with these tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior and eventually rising as the first autarch, ruler of all three clans. Such qualities would dispose anyone to leadership, character notwithstanding. Under the Autarch's rule, the newly united Mamulja became a force to be feared, and the war came to a head. I think it best you see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and there I shall continue the tale. Go, alien. This is rather blasted.
Oh, I didn't even look up. Dang.
This is where most battles were fought between the Chibral and Mamulja, the Shobrit Cinder Field.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yokui's departure some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago.
Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Valley Armanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
Someone's there.
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours! If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace!
Puff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill-deserve the bounty of this forest. Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance? You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us. Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
He's from across the ocean.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end?
That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then? You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Pelu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation. The guiding principle of the nation we envision.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the Dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Chabral steamed Najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the Dawn servant laughed and declared once more. Their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Shibruk Pibil, I'd wager.
It is a marriage of Chabral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation.
I called it. Peace dish.
The Dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the Dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets a strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Ignorance begets strife. No, I do not need any condiments. I don't need any condoms or mints in a sandwich.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibruk Bibil and the history it has written.
So true. The threat of colonization does wonders.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us. What's wrong?
Someone's watching. Someone who is present.
Someone was there, you say?
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
Papa really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad cultures. And we're doing the same now. And getting pants for it. Yay, pants. And a surprise. Ooh, Koana, show me your spicy surprise.
Oh dear.
Wokifu has given us valuable insight into the origins of Shibruk Bibil. However, we're still no closer to procuring the necessary Najua leaves, unless... Tell me, was this historic feast commemorated in some fashion, with a monument, for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you. A monument like a banana grove? Because we're looking for banana leaves, so there has to be some banana leaves. This does not look like a banana grove.
It was for all we knew.
Thank you. Here it is. Offered up by the two factions, these weapons symbolize the vow that they should never again raise arms against each other. Since this feat demands a journey through history, it's only logical a monument like this might steer us true. Especially one at the heart of so significant a battlefield. Lameti, Gobo, would you help me search this area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. Sure thing. What catches my eye here? Toasted potato bread. Pepper jack.
Good.
Pepper jack. And quality ham. From the butcher. Cassie gave me crap for spending the money on the nice ham from the butcher, but it is so good. 2-hour thermals, 61.
They're pretty good.
Neat.
Normally my 2-hour thermals mark would be like 67, 68. Ooh, someone buried a box. Well, I'd have been satisfied to find a hint, but here they are, fresh Najua leaves. Rooks during no I wager. There's a poetry hiding them in the battlefield, given it was central to the war they helped end. So we planned all this from the start. Thank you again, Wookievu. We wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. It is my honor to render assistance. With apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well, Third Promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the Feat of Reeds, I've been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions to the Hanu's ailing crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Tuliolal and what they hold dear. Should you ever again require the historical musings of an old shipwright, I'm ever at your service. For now, I take my leave. I cannot argue with that. Oh. We have what we need. Let us return to Ikbrax. I love potato bread. Now we can point ourselves at destination, and that will give me a chance to mum into the microphone. There's the road. I just realized I should have teleported back. Gives me a chance to finish the sandwich.
That's fair.
Okay. I have a little bit of sandwich left, so I will finish it before I go into Koana.
I misheard that.
I'm going to finish my sandwich before I start fucking Koana.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Koana. The others will be back soon? Well, then we best hurry. Keep an eye out for us, Wuklamat. You make your brother. I need to make your brother my bitch. I hope so. I'm famished. There we go. We even have a waiting mark because things are occurring. How did everyone fare? We got the Najul leaves. Wokivu came along and helped us find them. Wokivu was here. I'd like to say hello. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. And we repeat it now for everyone. Lul Jaja brought an end of centuries of warfare. Surprises me little, but to achieve said peace through cuisine is something else entirely. Leave it to my old man to find the oddest of solutions. How about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Urianja and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need. With no mention of what we needed them for, of course. I'm pleased to report we're stocked with the finest firewood this forest had on offer. Spoken like a true expert. Ironville and I found Ari Brook, so we should have meat aplenty. It was a spirited creature, but so much so its hunter fell down a cenote trying to catch it. What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? A good portion of local herbs with a particular attention to the seeds that yield a kyot. I'm told our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well. Through further inquiry, did I determine the balance of spices. All that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume at least one of us is versed in culinary arts. I can hardly claim profound skill, but we do have Halabali here. You can leave the rest to them.
Yay.
And you, I hope. Apparently I'm all right. I also am a culinarian. Okay. My mouth is wandering already.
I am not a culinarian, I am a miner.
Without further delay, then. Culinarian is a fun job to level. I enjoy it. It's a fun little collection quest. Behold, we present to all.
It smells so good.
Piles of ingredients.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bakul Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
It's like his go-to insult is just to call her a cat or a kitty or whatever. It's like, at least come up with something better this time.
Yeah, also, that's a compliment. It's ready. Oh, we put it in a taco.
Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
This looks amazing!
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Folded into a tortilla for convenience.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then. In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Bibil admirably.
Yay! I kind of want
Granted,
tacos
anyone
now.
might well achieve similar results
too.
by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step
This looks
further.
really good.
You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoktel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you. All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
You did say first, though, and we beat you.
I see. While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Try. Taste both and then
Your
you'll see.
dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
Oh no. Well, that's gonna end poorly.
This was stupid anyway.
I'm not concerned about Bakul Jaja. I'm concerned about Zoralja.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
Estrogen would have saved her.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
That's a rotation from foreign lands.
This is delicious!
I want some. Lamatia, give me
It
some.
looks so tender it melts in your mouth. And the way the Najul leaf rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Wow, Woklamat.
Choke on your harmony.
Come, come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Oh gosh, the second promise is gonna have trouble. He doesn't like spice.
Ah, that was bliss. You've got real culinary talent. If you ever tire of adventuring, you can always be my personal chef.
It was palatable enough, I suppose. To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
And a moment of vengeance.
Well, I should get going then. I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
We can do better than that, surely.
Dankrid's definitely on the incest train. Oh my god.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important.
Give me Roz in the chat if you're on the incest train for Woklamat X Koana.
Was there any Shipbrook people left? I could really use another helping.
Rah, rah. Gosh. Rah. Okay. Woklamat. That was so good. I'm already looking forward to having Shibrook Pibil again. Here, Gobo. Cryo made me more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now that the feat of repast is over, villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? Ah, there's the thing for the house.
Yay.
Yay. And oh my god, shoes. Oh my gosh, it was a spicy surprise. Was this Kryle's spicy surprise? Seeing as we now face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to travel to Mamuk and undertake the Feast of Brotherhood without delay. Wise, yes, but impossible. The Tian Book Traverse, which protects the upper and forest of the Jatika Heartland, is still impassable. Is there no other route? Afraid not. Work to clear the path's underway, though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. Let us each use this time as we see fit. I, for one, would like to explore the village's surrounds, if Erenville would oblige me with a tour. Well, I have no other engagements. Then I'll come with you, if only to prove I am capable of keeping my footing. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me an opportunity to look to my grandfather's purported visit to Yoctel. That's right. Mavlu did say something about a foreign mage coming through here decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Will to join us, Gobo? I want to lounge around in the sun, but I guess I will. We don't want you kidnapped again. As I recall, the merchant met my grandfather in the market in Yoctel some 20 years ago. I knew you might reliably remember him, must therefore be at least middle-aged. We'll make inquiries where we can. Today has been a good food day. I had a quiche for breakfast, a lovely ham sandwich for lunch, and I am thinking, if my bank account allows it, I'm going to be getting some Salvadoran tacos for dinner.
Oh, gross.
Well, my stomach, my bank account allowing, and Cassie being like, yes, please. A grizzled villager. Hello, were you in the Hello, where were you on the night of 30 years ago? A foreign mage? 20 years ago? I remember him. We often get visits across the salt, let alone those traveling with infants. A baby girl, as I recall. Only saw him in passing mind. If anyone knew more, I'd wager it'd be Hunmul Rook. Baby girl. It couldn't have been. Thank you, sir. That information's very helpful. Kryl, you were already here. You were already here and you didn't tell us? You already knew. What other secrets are you hiding, Kryl? We'll tie you up and get those secrets out of you by any means necessary. Wink. Hello again. Do you require assistance? A foreign mage passed through Wickbrox roughly 20 years ago, possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him? Why do you ask me this? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather. I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but family nonetheless. A foreign mage did indeed visit Wickbrox. Master Gallof. Hey, that's Grandpa! As far as his identity is concerned, I trust you're satisfied? More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? Simply cannot. I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Very well, I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I'll discover by myself. Out of a more general curiosity, I have another question. They say the Yokoi once dwelled these forests. Where was that exactly? General curiosity indeed. But yes, before they withdrew to Urkapacha, some 5 centuries ago, the Yokoi claimed Yoctel as their own. Many of the architectural remains can be found in the lower forests, the Jatika heartland. And that's where they must have had their visions. Thank you, that answers much and more. I understand what it means to long for one's family. Are you Wooklabot's daddy? I'm going to conspiracy theory that this is Woklamat's daddy on account of this one line only. So believe me when I say that, though my position forbids me aiding you further, I wish you nothing but success. By helping the Third Promise find the Golden City, you will surely find the answers to your questions. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own for you, Gobo. May I request a moment of your company? Go on, we'll wait for you. Alright. What do you want? Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the cenote behind the village. What's this man want with me in private in a cenote behind the village? Oh my gosh, I can swim! I can swim! Can I go underwater? Not here. Maybe a little further. No. But I can water. Best game ever. So, what did you bring me here for? I warn you, I have a massive scythe in my pants, and I'm not afraid to use it. It's my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mr. Skryle's plea has softened my resolve. As the leader of our community, I'm gladdened to see the Third Promise has surrounded herself with compassionate and trustworthy companions. Would you tell me of her journey thus far? Blah 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 blah. The Third Promise does not get seasick. That's so. It seems the right's been a source of great learning and growth for Woklamat. It does me well to hear that. My daughter would be about her age. Girls are rarely born amongst Chibral, so when she arrived, the village was elated. Such joy I felt when I first held her, and pain when I found her at the bottom of a cenote. 3 years old, an accident it was said, but I knew better. She had been pushed. Though we never caught them, a suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Jatika heartland, towards Ramuk. Once bitter enemies, the Mamulja and Chibral had learned to live in peace. But who could doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act? By targeting the child who would one day lead her people, the criminal sought to undermine the future of the Chibral. I was determined not to let them succeed, and so I let the memory of my daughter die in that cenote, and gave her into the care of the one person I knew who could protect her. Some games use subtext, and those games are cowards. That's not true. This game uses lots of subtext. It's just very straightforward about other things. Bondservant Galul Jaja. Though she was born to lead the Chibral, fate had a greater plan for Woklamat. Only the Dawnservant and I know the truth, but I now must take you into my confidence for one reason. If the villain who attempted to murder my daughter was indeed of the Mamuk, rancor towards the Chibral still burns. I was caught off guard once, and I will not suffer the same tragedy again. And so I ask you, not as the Dawnservant's elector, but as a father, to watch over the Third Promise, defend her from her enemies that may be lurking in the shadow. Will you do this for me? I've already promised her other daddy. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliolal, but as a concerned father. Suffice to say, this conversation must remain between us. Pray breathe not a word to anyone. I will keep it secret. No one will hear. Remember, chat, say nothing to anyone about this. Wuklamat is not this person's daughter. Oh shit, someone was listening. Someone was spying. Someone knows.
And soon others will follow. Oh no.
Give me gloves, Hunmu. Recalling the past has rendered me emotional. I require a moment to compose myself. Please do not keep the third promise waiting. From this mount is far less cool when I don't have flight. Oh. Okay.
Yep.
I need a mender. There will be blood. And that blood will not be mine. Fix my everything. Okay. Okay, there we go. Problem fixed. Wuklamat. Are we prepared? Several cutscenes will play in sequence. Oh no! That's a sign that bad things happen. You're back! What did Hunmuruk want? He wanted to bend me over and rail me into the cenote. Well, that's alright, you don't have to say. More importantly, the Tinbeck Traverse still isn't clear yet. Something about even more rocks. Then I'll take the opportunity to rest. All the cooking and preparing has left me worn out. A nap does sound tempting. A moment, promise. You're one of Bakul Jaja's. What do you want? I've come to fetch you. You're welcome to refuse, but know that it would be a most unwise. Why is that? I'm sure your salted friend has an idea. What do you think? And they say house cats don't come when called. Follow me, promise. Fool. I bear scythe. She bears axe. Together we will destroy you.
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us? Oh, Morok!
Grrr.
Bakul Jaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here. Take a good look at him. Go on, look. Surely you recognize your real father.
Silence. I am her father.
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted Sellsworth. She heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
That's a just for fight. Hernia, be gone. Okay.
Is it true? Is Morok my... Your silence says it all.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere, I'll kill the old man myself!
Well then. I'll keep quiet. Or are we going to be playing as Wooklamat?
Heartless fiend.
Probably.
Kinsman or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages. Come on then. You want to fight? I'll give you a fight.
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue. By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa Dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him.
Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
Grr.
I know I didn't hear you right.
Oh, don't worry. The scary adventurer won't buy anything funny.
Foreign scum! Who are you to mock me? Kill you, kill you, kill you all! Don't look away, Sultan. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
Hey, eyes on me. The house cat, remember?
Meow. Okay, how do I play warrior?
I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people.
Okay, what have we got? We've got... Oh, instructions! Wow! She will gain resolve. She needs to unleash powerful limit breaks. Not only do they deal great damage, they recover HP. Use early and often. Okay. What have we got? Combo. Rally combo. Max HP. Ranged attack. Rushes and delivers an attack with potency of that. Okay.
Come, you mangy housecut, so I can rip you to pieces! I'll cut you to shreds!
My magic should be more than enough for Miss Mittens.
I'll make you eat dirt!
No more tricks, Bakul Chaja. We're settling this here and now.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior?
Thing.
Miss Mittens is no longer amusing me, brother.
This rite has taught me so much. About my nation, my people, and myself.
Donut.
What? Can't keep up.
Not having any problems, actually.
How do you like this?
Oh.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
I see. I have to not kill them, but like find their link area. Okay. that all you
finally
got?
understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day in safety and happiness.
Irritating pest! It's time we finished her, brother. This is the end for you, kitten!
My resolve.
Know your place!
Not enough to claim the title of Dawn Servant. I must carry on Papa's legacy, his love for our people.
Victory and love and respect and all of that garbage.
You beneath my heel! What? Can't keep up!
Well, it did heal me, so that's fine.
Clear it out, sir! Why won't you die? Fine! I'll show you the true power of the Blessed!
I will be the next Dawn Servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last!
Take LB, let's go.
That's why there's no way I'll ever lose to the light of you!
What? But that was everything I had! I can't stand it anymore! Attack! This is our fight! Stay out of it! You bring shame upon us! You think we care about your stupid pride? This is for Mamuk! We cannot lose!
Oh-ho! The great Bakul Jaja needs help, I see. Send your whole army. You still won't win. I will prove that my allies are right to believe in me.
Confidence. What changed? She wasn't like this before.
Haha. She's gotten stronger. She's grown as a person. Dun da 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 da. See, that could have been a trial, and I could have brought my friends into it. It would have been very cool. Hey, it's our stolen stone.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How can this be? How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanuhanu, releasing Valyarmanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
No, look, that's not what you do. You decapitate him. Take his head off, then he won't do it anymore, because he'll be dead.
No. No.
What is that?
And he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
What? That was his doing?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
Good boy. Never forget the superiority of girl power.
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you alright? So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me...
It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Gulul Jaja's daughter, and Tulihyolal's next Dawn servant.
An adopted family is family, even if they suck. Which makes a relationship between adopted siblings
Come on.
incest. Trails.
Let's rejoin the others.
Freaking, oh, but they're not blood siblings. They're not blood related stuff. Ignores, like, the main reason why incest is bad, and that's the power relationships of family getting combined with sexuality. Something, something, something. Anyway. Good job. Good job. You didn't need me. Seems we're last to return. I'm glad everyone made it back safely. Thank you for having faith in me. Keeping out of the fight even when it got dirty couldn't have been easy for you. Papa Cool Jaja won't be the last person to threaten those I care about. I want to prove to myself I can stand up to such villains, even when I stand alone. Which isn't to say I won't ask for your help when I need it, of course. I know better than that now. And I have your father's gloves. Earlier in the Second Promises camp.
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk pibil?
So thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
Is this how you came to realize your non-binary-ness in the first?
But there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tudi Yolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural. But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I failed to understand my own people. Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawn servant?
No. Drop out. Become Prince Consort.
To understand and connect with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage. That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
Understanding begets fellowship. As my father said.
Yeah. Hell may be other people, but your connections with them, that's heaven. Finish the freckin' play. Don't just quote the first half of the conclusion. I don't even like that play. Satra is so... Ugh, I hate Satra, but come on now. Don't abuse Satra.
Wait,
Heaven is each other. Thank you, Cassie. That's the one.
Wait, that's the full quote?
Yeah, the full quote is, hell is other people and heaven is each other.
Huh.
Kind of the whole point of it is, yeah, the other people are going to be where all your suffering comes from. It's also going to be where your joy comes from. Solidarity, fellowship, etc. Important.
And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
It's because of the autism. Pat.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own, painful in their familiarity. Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Orianjay said estrogen could save you.
Do you remember when you first approached us, and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
And Thancred, enemy to all women that
Very
he
well,
is.
I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
Of course, Thancred, being enemy to all women that he is like, no, Twink, you just have to be more open. It's fine. You don't. We see you, girl. Take the estrogen. Become the princess consort.
It's okay. So make it incest, right?
Listen, lesbian incest is fine. Totally. Totally. At least that's what Tumblr tells me. Hot. We will build Siscon Yuri out of our online RPG if it kills us. What's the state of the Tianbic Traverse? Still being cleared, I'd assume. Hunmuruk said he would notify us as soon as work was done. And perhaps now would be a good time to consider how we might reclaim Wuklamut's stolen keystone. The next feat will be our last, after all. Well, I already got it back. Also, Thirsty Sword Lesbians is so good. It is such a good game.
Did you actually play it?
Oh, I've actually played it. I've run it a few times. Our current IRL game, I considered Thirsty Sword Lesbians, but as it was folding out, I'm like, this is actually Starforged. And it's been going wonderfully to be Starforged. Turns out if you take a bunch of disaster lesbians and put them around a table to play tabletop games, you don't need it to be a disaster lesbian game to have disaster lesbianism occur. What? When? Not to mention how. This is the cool Jaja we're talking about. He ambushed us, and I kicked his ass. Easy story. By I mean Wuklat. And so I taught him a lesson and took my keystone back. You bested Bakul Jaja in single combat? Bravo! What can I say? I've had good friends encourage and cheer me on. There you are. Our excavators have contacted me with news of their success. The Tilinbuk Traverse is safe now for travel. Then we finally make for Mamuk. Come to think of it, isn't Bakul Jaja's home? I can only hope its residents don't share his winning personality. If it is indeed the city where Kettenram first met the Dawn Servant, surely some civility awaits us. I would not be so certain. It's true the Dawn Servant received Kettenram and Mamuk and was instrumental in the establishment of a friendly relation between Chibral and Mamulja. But since that time, many of the Mamulja who supported his peace have left their city in favor of her abiding the capital. What remains is a cloister of Mamuk, and while those traditionalists do not take arms against us, neither do they bear love for outsiders. Whatever they're like, the people of Mamuk are also of Tuliolal. If I'm to be Dawn Servant, it is my job to know them first of all. Well, we'll be on our way then. I'm glad I could learn about where I came from. And eat so much shoot Brook Pibil besides. Thank you for everything, Hunmulruk. Till next time, take care. First, we make our way across the Shorbet Cinderfield, due southeast. Okay, we're getting near-ish to the time that you have to stop, right, Hawk? Like about an hour out. So, okay, so we should probably when we get to the next Aetherite stop. So we can resume there. Oh, you've grown indeed. Which will be a good little stop. We've done a full stone.
And we got to beat up people.
Yeah.
No. Technically, we'll watch someone else do it, but it was still a fight.
Yep. And I still feel like it would have been better if we had that as a trial. You know, maybe a little bit of the fight cutscene over there to that for her like off to the side, off screen, and then we could like have a fight with all of us against all of his menis. Like that would be an interesting trial, right? Just an extended ad phase.
Yes.
Nope, that's not where we're going. I just feel like somewhere along the lines we've got like locked into a pattern in our expansions, and I think that pattern is limiting what we can do. And we have these like these solo duties, and they're all interesting except for that one time that we were Thancred breaking into a place that was kind of shitty. But like they could all be multiplayer type things, and it would expand the variety of duties. It would give us more time to play with our friends. I'm not quite sure how we would achieve it, but I feel like that would be so cool if it could at some point be that we can just take our whole light party into one of those duties. Back in the Cinder Fields. Hello. You're cute. I want one. Tashok. I want a Tashok. That seems like such a lovely mount. Toshok. Tosok. Tosok. A Tosok. I could use some Tosoks. Actually, no, I hate toe socks. Kind of hate anything touching my feet. Except my shoes. We have arrived. The traverse will bring us straight to the Jatika Heartland. Remember how you insisted this forest is green? Oh. The Tienbeck Traverse. Whee! Oh crud. There's a stop halfway.
Whee!
I hope you didn't jump off like I did. You're gonna have to go back up to talk to Kryl. This path's quite steep, isn't it? Let's take our time and descend safely. Let's jump off the side. Hi, Alphado. I spoke with the excavators on the way down. Apparently Bakuljaja cleared away one fallen tree remaining by barreling through it. That Wuklamot single-handedly defeated someone possessed of such might is nothing short of remarkable. Still, we ought to proceed with caution. There's no telling what his wounded pride might compel him to attempt. We're in a cave! Do they live in caves? I just realized I was in G-pose camera positioning. So that fight was even at a disadvantage because I couldn't see as well as I usually could. This cannot be how this pronunciation cannot be correct, but Shittingbrick. Shittingbrick. We're in the Shittingbrick. Ooh. Pretty. Now we're back in the Tianbeck Traverse. Ooh. Hi.
It's a cold reception, to say the least.
Cassie, look at this. Look at this. How are the Mamulja so fucking pissy if they live someplace this fucking pretty? Drink more orange juice. Oh my gosh. Alluring, isn't it? In more ways than one. Take my parrying stone and hold it close to the glowing rock. Oh. As you hold the parrying stone, it affixes itself to the boulder with surprising force. Parrying stones are natural magnets, and that meteorite is filled with iron, one of many remnants of an ancient meteor shower. The heterogeneous ether they emit causes the surrounding floor to glow unique hues, as you see. So these glowing boulders come plummeting down from the heavens. Vidra be merciful. There you are. Blue! It's all blue! A far cry from the upper forest, indeed. This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mamuk can tell us about it. Also, it's not all blue. There's some red and some yellow and a little bit of green. It's a freaking rainbow. Keep running, we're almost there. Yes, and by running, we mean join me on my behemoth as I take a leisurely stroll. And by I mean it, and I lounge. This is I still think this is my favorite mount. I love the behemoth. Just sit here, ride. Just like, yes, behold, I am important. Did you think otherwise? Do not ever doubt me. I'm gonna G-pose on my mount. Come stand near if you want to be in the G-pose. Alabali, last chance.
Is that the all the Kieran's one?
I started the G-pose before Halabali was on a mount, so it just has Halabali doing the call. Perfect. It works out perfectly.
Oh, that is pretty too.
Like, I know you want to show off your mount, and we will show off your mount in a moment, but this is an excellent G-pose. Oh, no mount.
No mount.
Okay, we'll G-pose like this. A moment specializing in Halabali. And you know what? Take an aura shot too.
Behemoth too big.
And for me.
It's getting in the way of the camera.
That's fine.
I forget where you get the Behemoth mount.
It's one of the achievement awards, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. There we go. Laziest G-poses ever. They're pretty good. Now it's time to attune. And pick up this thing from Erenville. And then check out what glam items I've gotten. Ah, this is my first time visiting Mamuk. I have no experience interacting with the locals. But given Mukuruk's parting words, I'd advise a cautionary approach. Well, we'll find out about it next week. For now, to Tuliolal we go. I have stuff to open and consider in my glams. And the place we go for that is the forward cabins, but we'll do it outside at first. Okay. So, we have a new weapon, which we need to consider for our summoner. It is even on the summoner, so it's just a glam moment now. Yeah, it's fine. Probably gonna send you to the market board. Now, the question is, do I do these on Reaper or Summoner? And since Summoner is still using level 90 gear, I'll open these on Summoner because they might be actually better than what we have. But they are. So, we're equipping it because I need to improve my gear. Me? Got an from Halabali over there.
That was apparently a yes/nod.
I see. So these are going to be all worn because they're just better equipment for when we do have to do things as Summoner. Well, this is a vibe.
You know what? Let's switch to... Let's see what we get with this set.
pretty okay with this outfit, if I'm honest. I'm just... How does it die? So die channel 1 is the top. Die channel 2 is the bottom.
Okay, what?
We do that. And then that. Good enough, I think. Let's dye the book too. I don't think I need to dye the gloves. Okay. I think that works.
Oh, wait. Oh, here they are.
Success. How do I look?
Sorry, my menu's cluttered. Oh, looks good.
Excellent. Then I suppose it's time to consider raiding out. I see plenty of people. So let's see where we might go to raid out. So we've got Matt for playing Vintage Story, building a shop in town. We've got EU5 from Shen. And we've got the Warhammer 40,000 Palm Springs Open Day 2.
Huh?
I think I'll raid Warhammer if it lets us. Nope.
Okay.
Disabled raids. We can't raid Warhammer.
Ah, dang.
Well then, let's ship you into Matt, because Matt has fewer viewers than Shen. How many M's are in that? 2. Okay. Let us see the story of the vintage. Rah.